It's not on. Interesting. Anyway, hey guys, how's it going? So welcome to my first live. That was a shaky start. Let's be honest. So today, basically, I'm gonna use these lives as a way to get some work done, but have you guys be able to drop in whenever you want. Just drop me a message. I've got my chat box open if anyone wants to get in touch with me and just ask questions, say hi, get involved, maybe offer advice. Advice would be great because I don't always know what I'm doing. It's a learning experience, and also this is so I did a test the other day just to work out the kinks, and I think I've got my software going pretty well now. I kind of just want to make sure. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, actually, I got my headphone in. That's why. Cool. So I can hear. Oh no, that's gonna get annoying. I can hear myself. Anyway, worked out most of the kinks. But anyway, so today, what are we looking at here? So, in the game, at the moment, if this is your first time seeing this, by the way, my name's Jason, and I am working on a game codenamed Project Demeter. It's not the final name. I do have a final name in mind. And anyway, but yeah, so it's gonna be a farm game, kind of like Stardew Valley. At this point, I feel like it doesn't need a code name, since it's right here. It's right here. You know what? I'm just gonna start using it. I've decided. Brink of Fate Origins is the game title, and since it's out there, from now on I'm going to be using that title. Anyway, alright, so we just picked up a bunch of items, and as you can see our inventory bar is full. When we go to our pause menu, see it's nearly full, so we can pick up 3 more items. So 1, 2, 3. Cool. Now, as far as there's going to be an expandable inventory, like Stardew Valley. I'm going to say like Stardew Valley a lot because there are a lot of similarities, but it will be a game in its own right. I'm planning. It's kind of distracting having all these screens. It's it's going to be a roguelike as well. I'm going to get some coffee in a minute. I should have done that before actually. But yeah, so it's going to be like Stardew Valley with the farming elements, and I'll tell you a bit more about the narrative in a little while. But first, I just want to get into this problem. So we've got a full inventory, and then if we pick up another item, which you shouldn't be able to do, I do, and then it just disappears into the ether, and then because it's now a dictionary, it won't move. So if I get rid of an item, I can't actually drop these. No, they don't move across, which is what I wanted. But so now I have this problem where I can overfill my my inventory, and I can just pick all these up, take them all to place. So let's flip over to the code, and what I'll do is I'll turn this on. But yeah, so I've got my inventory manager script. This handles a lot of the UI stuff, but mainly like the inventory. And we'll get onto UI inventory bar and UI inventory slot a little bit later, because today my aim is to stop my player from picking up items after his inventory is full, and also I want to have like a mechanic. I described this the other day. So obviously Stardew Valley has it, but if you have like an inventory bar, so let's say 12 items, and then instead of having to go into your pause menu every time to like move items around or to like access certain items that aren't in that bar, what you can do is flip it and then flip it. So I described it like a Toblerone. imagine like a long thing, and you just like. I'm sure there's a better analogy, but that's what I thought of. I'm a chunky guy, so of course I thought of chocolate. But anyway, right. So, let's get into this. I'm gonna put this function in here. I got a little bit of pseudocode written down. I'm really hoping this is gonna work, because I've been thinking about this all night actually. Was it last night? It was the night before. Yeah, it's not this particular problem, but the other one. This one I was thinking about last night, but I was too tired after work to do it. Plus, I thought I'd do it on camera so you guys can see. I just want to test my. Cool. I can still hear. And what I'll do is I'll have my chat box afternoon to solve a transition issue. Transition issue. Oh, which? Hi, Byron. Just so you guys know, this is my other account on YouTube. So if a message from a different account, it's just because I wanted to see. Hi. Oh, thanks for joining in. The seasons issue. Do you mean where? I'm gonna go back in the game quick before we do this. Do you mean where it changes seasons? Save this. Because if you do, then it still happens. But it only happens because I'm kind of forcing it. So I realized a lot of the problem with the code occurs, because I'm testing. So obviously, if you see the days and year and time, obviously I can manipulate this, and it's purely for testing purposes. It also messes with the day-night cycle as well. So for some reason it gets dark, and the shadows get darker. But I think the issue is literally just because I'm forcing it. And I need to leave the scene after I forced it, because the same thing happens to crops as well. But yeah, so this still happens. But like I've shown before, and thanks for noticing that. That means you watch my videos. I appreciate it. When you come back out, it's all fine and working. But the same thing happens to crops. So let's, for example, go over here, hoe some ground. We're going to plant a crop, and actually what I'll do is I'll plant a few just to speed this process up. Hoe! Oh, because it's too close to the grass. I need to sort the circle colliders out. So because I haven't forced it at all at the moment, I haven't forced the clock to move forward. We plant these seeds, they'll be fine. So I think the seeds can still die. I know it looks kind of off when your seeds die. There we go. So we got a dead crop now, right? So because I forced the time and I'm in the scene, actually what I might do is have another couple, at least one more die, so that we can see what I'm talking about. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's get this grass out of the way. Okay, so while I'm in the scene, I've forced the clock. Obviously the player's never going to be able to do this. And if I just set to an axe, don't touch it. I'm clueless on Unity, but I was thinking if you turned the tiles into animations, you could solve your issue. Maybe. I mean, listen, Byron, I'm by no means an expert. I'm like you, I'm just figuring all this out. It's not a realistic transition, is it? Yeah, you're absolutely right. But like I said, so when the season changes, the player's not going to be in the scene, because they'll be in the bed, it'll fade to black, and they'll go to sleep, and then they'll wake up the next day and it'll be new season. So they're never going to be in the season when that happens. So it shouldn't ever be an issue. in theory. But yeah, so I force the time, and then I chop this, and the sprite stays, which is not what you want. And if I force the day again, on the next day it disappears. But if we refresh this, and this is where I'm wrong and it doesn't work. Because the grass. For some reason, when I need to do a check on the grass, so because I walked through the grass and then left the scene, the coroutine didn't work, so that's why it froze. But anyway, so we left the scene. So now, as far as the game's concerned, the time is what it is. It hasn't been forced. So if I cut this, it immediately disappears, which is what you want. So I think it's just a testing issue. So it should be alright. I wasn't sure whether you were using procedural generator for the tiles. Pre-built. No, so so for the tiles, screw it, we'll get into it. For you, Byron, we'll get into this. Because I've been meaning to talk about this. I've actually got a video dropping tomorrow with a bit more explanation. And if you do watch it, which by the sounds of it you probably will, and I appreciate that, man. If you watch that, you will see one. It's a very long video. It's like 36 minutes. I apologize because I ramble on a lot. One, you'll see I'm definitely not an expert, and two, you'll see a lot more explanation about it. But let's have a look for you. So, what are we talking about? Changing seasons. So let's go to the season manager. Okay, and you're asking about procedural generation. So let's go back into Unity just quick, and I'll show you how it's done. So if you go to our season manager, so it's done by these scriptable objects, and in the seasonal sprites, so it's got a list of all of so the sprite sheet obviously cut into sprites. So imagine each one of these is the sprite sheet, and they're identical. I'll probably be expanding on this as well, because there'll be days, like let's take winter for example. If it's like a dry day, no like harsh weather, I've got like dead branches and stuff. And then if it's perhaps like a snowing day, oh yeah, it's like a snowy day, then it will look more like this. And I've got a couple of different winter palettes. I am actually using Salil the Shaper's artwork because it is fantastic, and I'll be honest with you, I was creatively using the same tile set as me, and it's cool to see the different ways of being used. Oh, absolutely, man. Like, the thing is, I tried to find a solution for this online, and I couldn't find anything. I found, if you watched episode 5, I did a video on a solution that I found, and I feel like it wasn't the one, and I spent the next couple of episodes trying to figure out my own way of doing it. I don't know if you have much experience coding, by the way. I'd definitely be up for a back and forth with you, man. Like, sharing ideas is a good thing. But yeah, so a tile sprite sheet for each of these, cut into sprites, and then they're in these lists, and this seasonal sprite list, and then we've got a tile. So each one of these tiles corresponds to the sprites, and then all it does is, based on the season, it switches the sprite from sprite to sprite to sprite. And actually, where is it? I'll show you the prefabs in a minute, but no, you're right. It's right now. Oh, what languages do you know? I was going to chat, but there's no point chatting because I can chat to you through him. Jesus, honestly, this YouTube thing's new to me, man. Like, I'm not used to being on camera. It makes me really nervous. That is for sure. But yeah, so if we open up a scene, and then we go to the tile map grid. So I wanted to have like select layers, because the ground decoration 1 and 2 is where I'll probably get rid of this ground 1, 2, 3 eventually and just use these. because they're kind of redundant now. That was like before. But if you look at the difference between ground one, so it's just got a tile map renderer, and the seasonal ground has this tile map registration, which basically tells the season manager, not that you can see it there, tells the season manager, like, get me, like, I need to be changed. And each one of these has it on there. Obviously I can add as many as I want. They're just the ones I've added now. And I was going to show you something else. What I was going to do. But yeah, that's basically how it's done in Unity. And then, yeah, I couldn't quite figure it out, because obviously when you start the game and it loads the scene, it's fine. It loads up Spring as it should, and it's not all messed up. But when the season updates, so if we look at Season Manager, so on the start method, you've got this update seasonal tiles, which is what we're talking about right now. Update seasonal tiles, and you have it in on advanced game season as well. So I'm not really sure why it doesn't do the same functionality. Maybe because it registers the tile after it changes, so it's in the right order, but I don't know. Like I said, I feel like it's just an issue. I'd like to leave the game playing until it actually got to summer without advancing, like without testing, like speeding up the time to see if... oh, thank you, man. I've only been learning C# for like, it's shameful to say, but like 2 years. But a lot of that was like tutorial purgatory. Jesus Christ, like following along with tutorials. And now it's only this game really that I've kind of gone out on a limb and actually started like, instead of following along, trying to work out problems myself. I felt like I was learning by doing, you know, just following along, type in the code and getting familiar with the syntax. But yeah, it's been a journey. And it's definitely a lot harder now that I'm not I've not got any guidance. But I tell you what, if you've got this much experience, especially with all these different, it's basically Java but better sort of. What, C#? Or I need to get my head around SQL as well. It doesn't seem too complicated. I actually heard Python, and heard Python was a lot easier to learn because it's a lot more user friendly. Yeah, I'm building my game in what is lib gdx? Sorry, it's tiny. What is that? Is that another language? Oh wait. But anyway. Also, I want to hear about your game. What are we gonna do? But yeah, so the update seasonal tile is just here, and that's how it updates this season. Just gets the right tiles. I'm not sure if I'm actually doing the bounds correctly. I mean, you can absolutely correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Nice. I've never really used Java. Like dabbled years ago, but never really anything comprehensive. You'll have to hit me up on Discord. Yeah, man, I've got a Discord. I don't think I've actually got a Discord for Studio Name Pending. I've got a personal one, but I don't really use it, and I feel like I should. I want to start building a community, so we'll definitely do that. But yeah, what game are you making? Is it something similar? Since you're obviously doing using the same sprites, maybe you're making an RPG or a farm game. Also, if you've got have I got you on YouTube? I'll have to. If you drop a link for me, I'll follow that. If I don't already. Yeah, absolutely is. Everybody keeps telling me that. I just, yeah. The thing is, this, like, I'm trying to keep up a social media presence and like market your game while making it and like just doing everything yourself. I mean, this is why I decided to use Salil the Shaper's artwork, just because I needed to save time somewhere, and I knew that I was never gonna make artwork as good as that. Like I can do alright in pixel art, but Stardew Valley inspired Billy's more into. Is RimWorld good? Because I keep hearing it's good, and I've never played it. Back to the problem at hand, because I need to get this done. So we'll do that in a minute. This is where we're at. Right, pseudocode. I'm excited, man. I'm glad you're making a game. Also, are you making it solo, or are you with a small team? Fair. I will check it out at some point, but like obviously, if you're making a game, then you'll understand. Most of the games I play at the moment are my own. Like the amount of testing and stuff I do just to make sure everything's like working the way it should, and like not to mention building it, and then social media. Like I just don't have time to play games. Thousands of hours on it. Thousands of hours is a lot, man. Every time I play, still go back to making my game. Yeah. Oh, so you're, while working full time, I'm guessing you work as a programmer, right? Oh, itchy. I need to make a coffee in a second. What are we doing? Actually, give me 2 seconds. Oh, right. Well, you run a software department. That's pretty sick. And you just thought you'd branch out and start making video games. Obviously. So less program. Well, yeah, I guess because if you're running the place, you just kind of manage people. Right. Public. Cool. So, first things first, I just want to have a boolean to say if my inventory is full. So is inventory full. We're just going to check to see if that's true or false. And then we're going to go through each of the slots. Slot in, which is why I'm getting stuck into game. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I'm full. So I'm an assistant manager at a cocktail bar, but we kind of lost a lot of our bartenders, just because they moved on to other things. There were students, etc. And they all kind of moved on. So I work a lot on the bar, just shaking cocktails, and I really enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to branch out into. See, I really enjoy coding as well. It's been an experience learning, but I feel like once I get a bit more confident, I'm going to actually start looking for a game in the industry. I'm planning on moving to Oxford in March, and I'll be looking for a coding job up there. I mean, if you got any tips for a budding developer, then I'd be happy to hear them. My original plan was to go solo and just do it myself and make video games, but I thought if I'm working in the industry, then I'll get a bit more experience rather than 2 completely separate careers. Right, so we're going to check for the slot in the inventory, in the player's inventory. That's why I choose. Yeah. See, that scares me. Obviously, you've got way more experience than I do. Like using your own framework is obviously a lot more tailored to the game you're making. I just use Unity because obviously it takes a lot of the coding load off. And as a learner, it was yeah, it was a bit too intense for me. But I can see why you're doing it. I'm looking do the same experience. Transfer games through. Ah, fair man. It's nice that we're making similar games. How far along are you? Don't judge me on my coffee technique, by the way. If you can see that. Oh, you're gonna stir it. That's savage. Okay. Oh, so I'm really putting you off now. You're alright, man. It's been nice talking to you though, and definitely hit me up if I'm not already subscribed to you. Send me a link somehow. Comment on one of my videos, like a link to your channel, and I'll definitely hit you up if I haven't already. Slot dark value, dark item code. So we're looking for found an empty slot. Me up on Discord. Okay, I will. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. It was nice chatting to you, and I'll keep wild with you soon. Obviously, I'm gonna carry on doing this for the next hour and a half. But yeah, if you can end up dropping back, say hi. Catch you in a bit, Byron. Wait, okay. Let me, I'm gonna look you up now. I've got another screen, it's fine. Byron 1366. Load. Nice. Thanks, man. Get that sweet watch time. It's very important. Oh. No, I don't want to change settings. Come on. Escape. Find or start a new conversation. Okay, bear with me because I don't use Discord much. Byron 1366. So I don't know how to find people. 1366. Add new group DM. 1366. How do you use Discord, bro? Join a server. Is that what I'm doing? As you can see, I'm not down with the kids. Invite us. No, can't say I know where it is. Anyone used Discord before? Anyone want to help me out? Add friends to DM. I don't think that's what I want. Okay, we'll do it in a bit. If I go to friends, online, or add friend. Byron 1366. I am in fact a human. Oh my god. Please click on the entity that is most related to the sample image. That. Did I pass? What? Please click on the entity that does not repeat. 2 bags, 2 birds, 2 berries, cake. They've changed like the it didn't work. Okay, I'll give up on Discord. I think I found out how to do it, but apparently I'm not a human, so I can't, I just kicked me out of Discord. That went really well. Shit. Anyway, right, I'll do it later, I promise. Or, I tell you what, actually, add me. That's probably a better way to do it. Let me see if I can log in again. Please reset your password to log in. Because it thinks I'm not. Lame. I don't know what my name is on Discord. I had it up and then it kicked me out. That went really well. See, this is why I don't use Discord. Oh, I got it. So mine is... You have to pretend to be a human to message. Okay, I'll pretend. I think this is mine, and when I manage to log in, we'll chat. All right. 896. I think that's me. Maybe. I'm an Instagram and Threads kind of guy. I will. I promise. I'll get on Discord. Anyway. Jesus Christ. Right. So, is the inventory full? So, if it's not full, so if we cycle through all the slots, and so if there's a code that's equals -1, because -1 means empty, I think. It's been a while since I worked on my inventory. Return false. And then return true. Cool. Right. That should check to see if my inventory is full. Now, if we go to item pickup, what have we got here? So untrigger. Item, if item does not equal null, details, get item details. I'm trying, man, I'm trying. It's the... You'd think a robot would be able to focus more. You know what, like, I'm sure you know how this feels. But sometimes it's just really hard to like just do the thing you need to do. Like you're looking at it and you're like, I know what I need to do. I know what needs to be fixed. I just need to kind of figure out the kinks, and you just can't commit. It's like you're not in the mood. Also, this doesn't need to be there. If can be picked up, doesn't need to be equal true. That's kind of dumb. Okay, so if can be picked up, and then we're gonna add another if statement. So check to see if the inventory is full. If not, hello to everyone else, by the way, for joining the chat. Have you tried rubber ducking? Is that where you have a rubber duck and you talk to the duck? Because if it is, you're basically my duck. Because I've been talking to you. If not, inventory. If it's something else, fair enough. But that's what that sounds like. Instance. Because if it is that, then I have Cade. This is Cade 6. Cade 6? Oh my god, I haven't played Destiny in so long. You're Cade 6, right? This guy. And I talk to him all the time. I just call him Cade. Destiny was a good game. See? Yeah, so you're my rubber duck. Also, am I still in play mode? Because that looks super fuzzy. I am not in play mode. Why are you so fuzzy? Come on, streaming. Thank you. Stupid. Um, stop. You're right, man. I can't help myself. Inventory management, inventory manager, not inventory manager. Dot instance. Dot is inventory full. Then we'll do this. If that, else, I guess a debug, but it should speak for itself. Or it might just crash, we'll see. Yeah. Do they make Unity tugs? Oh my god, I so need to get one. Right, let's test this. Sorry if the stream gets a bit wonky. Also, while I've still got you, did it go away? It went away. When we come out of play mode, I got a quick message to show you. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. Wait. No, the check is wrong. Equals 0? Or greater than -1? Let's go back. I would have thought it was -1. Scatterbrain today. Literally. Okay, I'm definitely gonna look up on Unity Rubber Duck images. Is this a thing? Oh my god, it is a thing. Okay, I need a Unity Rubber Duck. Next purchase. Okay, so we're picking up items again. It's good to know that it works so that you don't pick up items, so we're just doing it at the wrong time. So actually, let's make this big. Not that it matters, but for all you guys there watching, it gives you a little bit of entertainment. This is Butch, by the way. He won't be called Butch forever. He's just Butch from the tutorial. A lot of the initial prototype for this game was done by, I was following along a Udemy course. Fantastic course, by the way. I definitely recommend it to any newbies. It is a little bit more intermediate, so a little foundation in coding is probably preferred. I remember I tried to do this course when I first started coding, and Jesus Christ, like almost every video I had like errors, even though in my head, like as far as I was concerned, I followed it to the letter, and oh yay, cool, that's what I want. I definitely need to sort the sorting out. I think that's more to do with the player. But so if I drop an item, then I can pick up an item. Yay! That is one problem fixed. Please ignore animations because they are not right. Cool, that's good to know. Yay, it's working. Don't you love it when like you make something? Where do you get the character models from? Same as the tiles. Yeah, they are his as well. I got his character base. And I think she's from the farmer base, I'm pretty sure. Obviously I'm going to have like a character customizer. That was actually part of the course, but I kind of skipped on that part because I didn't have the sprites at the time. But I'll be getting back to it. Hey, new watchers. Yay! Hey guys. But yeah, his stuff is so good. Like, obviously there shouldn't be games out there with all the same artwork, so I would say I'd recommend it, but please don't buy his artwork. Or do, please. He's a really good artist. I always say he, by the way. I don't actually know it's a he. He's just like a default term for me. Could be she, could be they, could be them, could be a lot of people. But the artwork's fantastic. Obviously, Butch is not of artwork. That's why he looks a bit different. And also, I have not updated all our animations. You're going to see the site. I forgot what I was doing. I got so excited. It worked! Guys, it worked. Cool. So now we have a full inventory. Okay, that's the smaller of the two problems fixed that I wanted to get fixed. And how long have I got? Hour and 20 minutes. Alright. Obviously, I'm going to be working on this after I finish the live stream. I wanted to try and get as much done on the stream and use you guys as my motivation. Right. Problem number 2. So, actually I can demonstrate the problem. And Byron, if you're still watching, man, maybe you can help. Okay, but I haven't seen the overalls before. Oh yeah, they're really cool. The one thing I haven't got of here is I just bought all the seasonal tile palettes, like the actual proper ones, because they're on sale. Great. I haven't got the weather effects one, and that's going to be the next thing I do, so I need to buy that. But I suppose I can do the weather effects, the actual VFX, and then add the sprites later. But I'm what was I going to say? Weather effects and NPCs. I want to add nicer looking NPCs. Okay, right, so problem number 2. So we'll get a whole bunch of items. Now, what we want to do is we want to be able to cycle through these 12 items to these 12 items, and then when the player has an expanded inventory, these 12 items based on like a button press or mouse wheel. Yeah, I'm like you, man. I've kind of been buying what I need rather than buying everything. Obviously, it was kind of like a reward. I got this season. I had all these free seasonal palettes, and I didn't wait for the sale. I was gonna pay full price. It just so happened they were on sale when I finished. I kind of bought the full seasonal tile palettes as a reward to myself. Obviously, I'm not making very good use of that seasonal palette right now, but I figured I'm gonna draw this all later. I'm probably gonna have different types of farms, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just have one set farm that you can kind of do. But obviously, you got to think about replayability and stuff. Alt scroll wheel to change, maybe. Yeah, I can see that. I'm probably not going to use the mouse wheel for anything else, so, or maybe you can have like the mouse wheel cycle through these, but I guess you can just click on these, so not really sure. But either way, it's just changing the input, it's not a big deal. But yeah, so we want to change these items in your UI inventory bar. I want them to show the next set of 12 items, so I've already got some functionality in it already. So when I press E, it does this, and in my little debug, it says cycling right through groups. Obviously, it didn't do that. It's not what I wanted it to do. They just disappear, and I think it's because I'm updating them wrong. And I can't even pick up another item. So if we look in our pause menu, they're all still there. They didn't disappear or anything. It just cleared the inventory slots of the UI bar, but didn't re-update them. So let's take a look at the code. So the 2 scripts we're going to be working on are the UI inventory bar, mainly, and the inventory manager if I need to make any amendments. I'm so happy this worked. That was so easy. Little fixes. But I guess actually, let's put a little summary in here. I hate these little return statements. Checks to see if the inventory is full. Returns false if not. Cool. Right, save you, and then go to UI inventory bar. So, let's start from the top. Right. Problem number 2. Let's have a look. Please just. Okay, so when we're cycling through, obviously if you press the button, it cycles through the groups, and we've got current group and then slots per group. Current group is set at the start to 0, so it should start on the same one. This is such like a minor thing that I'm not even sure if I'm going to add it to the iSavable. I feel like it's just a bit extra to do that. If you can, if it like you, let's say you load up a game, and when you save the game, you're on like the 3rd inventory bar, and then when you load up the game, it's not saved, so you end up on the first inventory bar. I don't think that's too much of an issue. I think that's such a minor thing that it doesn't need to be saved. It's just extra. Oh, let's have a look. If you're using indexes to show them in toolbar, you could just +12 on each index. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. And me and ChatGPT, we've been having back and forth because I can't normally back and forth with a human and actually talk to someone about maybe the best solution rather than a solution. I end up with some interesting code. And I mean, if you're following along and you're watching this, I don't know if we can see it. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so we can see that. So that looks really small on my computer. Just wait for it to zoom. Sorry, just checking the feed. Yeah, it looks a bit bigger. Still fuzzy. Sorry for the quality, guys. I'm really trying to mess with the settings to make it look nicer. But at least it's not like laggy now, so that's good. Anyway, so cycle through the slots is that, and that all looks fine. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. And then this is how we update the displayed slots here. But ChatGPT, she's telling me something different. So we've made a few changes. If slot index. Oh, if slot index. Okay, so we get rid of this one. Ah. And then you don't do this. And you don't do this. Get in details. Yeah. And then inventory updated should look like that. Let's have a look at mine. So because we're doing all this in the thing, I'm actually just going to copy and paste this because oh my dear. Right. C. Done. See, that was my initial idea. Well, that was the kind of inspiration I had earlier today. I was like, I have inventory slots numbered from like 0 to 47. So why don't I just push, so 0, 11, why don't I just push it along to 12 to 23, which I think is what you're talking about. And if you're writing code for me right now, that'd be fantastic. I'm joking, Barry. Right, let's test this. I do have a question for you though, if you are still watching. So this keeps flashing up with an error from my resolution setting. Obviously, when you build the game, but this is like obsolete now apparently, so it doesn't really work, or it does work, but it just flashes up a warning. And I was wondering if there was like a better way to do this. And I've got my weather here as well. Obviously, it doesn't do anything at the moment, but it will do soon. It will do soon. I'm probably going to put that in Weather Manager rather than Game Manager. Also, please feel free to tell me if it's bad practice to have all of these managers do separate things and they're all singletons, or if I should have it in like one big code, kind of like mix them together. I thought it would be best practice to kind of separate everything and have them handle their individual tasks. But if I'm wrong, please feel free to drop a comment and let me know. Right, test. It's not going to work, so it's not a big deal. And then we just have to go in and fix it. This indexes, sorry. Where would you recommend doing that? Because if you give me the pointers, I could write the code. Like just the method that it's meant to be in. Okay. So now we're not even. Okay. Is that because? Sorry about the cars, by the way. I need enough to help, I'm afraid. Test it. Hey Ben, thanks for dropping in. I think it's because let's go back on this one. Is it because that wasn't in? But separation of concerns for managers is probably a good idea. Yeah. Singletons, though, I'm not sure about that. Singletons, anti-pattern, depending on who you speak to. What day is it? Monday. You know I work, Ben. Or maybe you are at work and you just got this on. Right, let's pick up some items. Okay, so it's the inventory updated. It's where that is done. So, and then obviously that gets rid of that, but when we press, also it all still works like it did. I was a little bit nervous about doing this part on the stream because I knew I wouldn't be able to figure it out. Okay, so this is where it's updating, and then you say so slot index. So would you say plus I? Okay, so this is if it's in the player inventory, clear the inventory slots. So it does this. It clears the. I don't know why I point. It clears the inventory slots. Definitely does that. And then, so in start index equals current slot group times 12. And how does it get the current slot group? Let's find references for that. So obviously you initialize it as 0 at the start. Current slot group plus direction, and then so in direction, so you -1, 1. Okay, so you're plussing the direction plus the total groups. Let's go to that. Fine. Return in list capacity into array. Player inventory equals settings initial inventory capacity. Okay, so it's already set to that. So that is right. Okay. So sort in. Yeah, testing Unity. So I have a friend who's a what's his, oh my god, what's his job title? He tests code. He's a test engineer. God, scatterbrain today. He's a test engineer, and he tells me that I should write more tests. I've been told it's very good practice, and I understand that. But I feel like the best test is practical testing. You change a bit of code, you try the game, and if it doesn't work, then you know it's wrong. Hardcore first, breakpoint the code. Breakpointing is where you get the code to stop at a certain point, right? But as you can see, I do a lot of trial and error. Let's give a little wave to all the people out there. Hi guys, for anyone new here. Look at you guys all joining in. Love this. Okay. So, you shouldn't need to set it active. So that's working regardless. It shouldn't need to be set active because it is already active. Let me look at the slot quick. Because you've got a slot number here. So go find references. I hated it first, then I tried implementing hierarchical pathfinding, and I had to learn how to test. Yeah, I suppose when you're dealing with really like complex stuff, testing is very important. I think I would struggle to develop things that weren't games. I feel like when you're developing games, you get like immediate, you can see if something works immediately. But with maybe something a bit more back end, it's not quite as clear, you know, that something's happening. What are we doing? Slot number, okay. So that's on the drag. Okay. So into slot number. Then UI slot number. That's. How does it know the number? Wait a minute. Let me have a look. So when we let's play the game. Not getting your dopamine hit. Oh yeah. Okay. So UI main game. UI inventory bar slot. Okay, so I need to make that. I just want to check something. So if we go to top. Whoa, where did you go? Let's make this public for a minute, because I just want to check something. What for the on the drag in the UI inventory slot? UI on begin drag. No, it's on end drag. Here, right? Is that what you're talking about? Two slot number swap, because that 2 slot number is for swapping inventory items, but I guess that's what I'm doing. Oh, could I not just swap the inventory items, like swap 0 for 12 and 1 for 13? That feels like not a good solution. Yeah, I might be misunderstanding there. That slot number is always 0. That's what I'm checking. Because I don't think it is. Because when you swap the items, they know where they're going, so I don't think so, which is what I want to check. Okay, yeah, see, so you got your slot number here. 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. I'm trying to remember where this comes from. Okay, in the inventory bar, they're populated in here. So the inventory bar knows which slots are which, and I'm just trying to get the other items to go into those slots. Basically, I think that's the problem. So they are instances of the object in the list. This is it. Elaborate, please. They're instances of objects in the list. The slots. So when this hurts my brain. How are we doing? Yay. Would it be better to make a second list and just toggle them from... Oh! And then when you cycle... I didn't think of it like that, actually. They will always be the same then. No index swapping. That's not a bad idea. And then you would just toggle the inventory bar on and off. That does sound like a better solution. Okay. So you would just need to make multiple inventory bars, and then I think the UI has access to the inventory bar. So then you would just have multiple. So have like an inventory bar array. Let's go in the UI manager. Because then you can have... Oh, wait, go back. Because then the... Oh, okay. I think I'm with you. No computation either. Yeah, that's good. You only need like 4 max. Yeah, that's very true. How would I handle the use case for the grayed out ones? Like, how would I... So if obviously there's go to the UI. Obviously, these two are grayed out. So in the beginning, you'd only want to be able to cycle through this one and this one. So you'd want to make sure these can't be set active. I mean, you could just cycle through grayed out ones, but it'd be kind of like sad for the player. They're just looking at empty space. Okay, right, so I'm gonna do that quick while I wait. Thank you for your help, by the way. I really appreciate this. Yeah, sometimes, like, I'm gonna need to take a bunch out of the UI inventory bar to get rid of all the useless code. But we can do this. So, set button to active, and we want to set. So, should I maybe make an array for this, or make 4? Maybe, okay, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT for a bit of guidance. So UI inventory script, and I'd like to cycle through inventory as active and inactive based on one less inactive to have one active at the time. Mouse as input to controller. Yeah, and then because the inventory bar, yeah, because I can manually set arrays make more sense. Yeah, I was thinking an array, and that's what ChatGPT is saying as well. Like I do use ChatGPT, but I'll be honest with you, like I don't 100% trust it. I've had a lot of back and forths. It's only because it's the only coding partner I have. I don't have anyone else to talk to about this. All my friends are bartenders and waiters and managers and things. So it's the only it's the only advice I've kind of got, or guidance. Okay, so let's change this to UI inventory bars. Cool. Or let's just call it inventory bars. And then, so private int current inventory bar index 0. So let's put that there. In the start, I don't have a start method. We're going to add this. If you're watching along, just see if this looks right. Update, pause menu. Okay, we still want to do that, so we'll do that first. So this is putting it in, it's adding this. Activate bar. And then it's got activate and deactivate. Obviously this throws up an error on my inventory bar because it's not an array. So we can make Do I just put I? 0? How do I change this? Let's ask my good friend. Ah, okay. So you just cap it, you just cap the integer. Sorry, 2 seconds, just feeding it information. No, I just want to. Can you just show me the code changes? What is source graph? Just changes made. Okay, I'll look at that in a second. I just need to change these. Why is that? Oh, it's because I haven't got one. So yeah, I see. Inventory bars dot destroy. Inventory bars dot destroy. I see now. Yeah, it does not contain a definition for. So would you do this and this, and then you say I. Zero. Help. What does that leave me with? If I do this, okay, and then we'll go into Unity. I'll make the bars. So I'll just make bar 1, bar 2, 2, 3. Add them into the thing. So we literally just duplicate this. Make sure we change. How does it get this information though? That's. Okay, well, I can set that manually. So. Okay, so we want to duplicate this. 2, 3, 1. Yeah, and then we'll look inside. So these. So will I need to change the slot numbers? Let's just change it for 1. No, that'll be 11, 12, right? 11, 12, yeah. So in inventory bar 1, that'll be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I got 45 minutes to get this done. I can't wait to be over this problem. You know what? In my head, I thought this was going to be such an easy solution, and it wasn't. But I think I was going about it the wrong way. I think the switching inventory bars is a better way to do it. I'm not sure if I need to change the slot numbers or not. Inventory bar slot image. Wait. Okay, yeah. Text, inventory bar. Is that one? And then that's to those. And then the UI will need to know about my inventory bars. So let's just do the 2 for now. And then if that works, fuck it. If that works, then we'll add more. Yeah? And I did it on mouse wheel, because I need to delete the functionality anyway. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay. I mean, it moved on the mouse wheel. Oh. Wait, I think it works. That's not good. How have I ended up with extra parsnips? Oh no. It is not updating the inventory correctly. The mouse wheel worked. Okay, so that's something. But it's not saving the correct information, so... Wait. I think I've got this. So... We're not doing that now. So... And on the inventory manager... Close this. So on the inventory manager, UI inventory bar, clear inventory slots. That's what I want. So I've already got access to the inventory bar here. So does this need access to... That's not an enable. Not you. Inventory updated. Declaration. So the UI manager, you're a singleton, right? Let's... Do you make any... I'm gonna trust it for a minute. I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna trust in the code. Yeah, literally, man, so close. I feel like it needs to delete, it needs to clear the inventory items when you change. And I'm thinking just making a reference. It's already got access to the UI inventory bar. I think I'm just saying UI inventory bar dot clear selected items. Okay. Alright. Items, let's fill her up. Let's make it big so you guys can see. Okay, so look at our inventory bar. Right, when we scroll. That didn't work. Okay. Back. So don't use that. Okay. Man, you must know what this is like. You know when you're like this close. This is, oh, it's just going to take a little bit of brain power. It's not the end of the world. We can do this. Can you imagine when I go into more complex things? I don't know, I'm going to hold up. Okay, fill up the inventory. Let's pick up all the seeds. There we go. Cool. And then scroll. Why is the scrolling not working now? Hello. Why is the scrolling not working now? You've still got access to both, right? It literally worked a minute ago. How annoying is that? Why didn't it work? Yeah, I try to run before, like, without thinking about the steps, you know? Like, in my head, like, I'm so used to working in an industry where there's a problem and then you fix it immediately. It doesn't take much thought, you know? It's more of an act and react kind of thing. Whereas this takes a bit more thought. Okay, in the hierarchy, we're switching. You see that? With the mouse wheel. So it is switching between the inventory bars, but these aren't updating. And they're still there. Okay. It's in the inventory bar. Just gonna make a little function called scroll, just so that that's not in my, and the scroll input, just so that's not in my update method, because I don't like that. So the scroll is working, so the UI manager is working. I think we just need to get access to the inventory bars information. Scroll. Cool, right, that's doing that. So what are we doing? Activate and deactivate. Inventory bar dot game active. So you're setting active. Should I turn this into a switch case? And maybe say if switch case 1 index 0 index 0, then activate inventory slot 0 to 11, and then so on and so forth for the different switch cases. We got the scroll working. That's something. UI inventory bar is definitely in it. I'm sorry guys, I'm going to make this smaller. I need to be able to read more text. Let's get rid of you as well. So it's not clearing. Save all. Let's just take a look through it step by step and see where we are. God, that 10 minutes flew by. Jesus Christ. Oh, I really would, like, it'd be such an achievement to get this done. Like, I got the little item pickup, so when my inventory is full to work. Hi guys, all the new viewers, pleasure to have you. Alright. Okay, Actually, I'll put this small, just so we can see what's going on in the hierarchy. Oh, why is inventory bar 2? Okay. Alright, when you pick up different items while you're on. Why is it? I'm confused. So you. Oh, 9 viewers. Hey guys. For anyone who's just tuned in, I think it's the highest amount of viewers I've had at one time. But yeah, so for anyone who's just tuned in, please don't leave. I'm trying to figure out this inventory bar. Basically, I want to be able to switch between this and this on the fly rather than going in the pause menu. And before I was trying to cycle through the inventory slots, 0 to 11, 12 to 23, and so on, if that makes sense. But Byron in the comments made a very good point. He said, why don't I just duplicate the inventory bar and have an array in my UI manager of the inventory bars, and I've linked that to a scroll wheel. So now if I scroll, it changes the inventory bar, but what it's not doing is it's not representing this. Is it because I haven't called the inventory? Oh wait. I think I've got a solution. Oh, they all left. Thanks for staying, guys. Is it because we haven't? So in the inventory manager, I have a method called. Wait, is it in here? It's in UI inventory bar. We've got inventory updated. So if I make this, this probably isn't going to work. Because you clear the inventory slots, then you do what you need to do. Okay, so your public, and then the UI manager, when you activate the inventory bar, so here, you say inventory bars index, because at the index dot, what do we call it? Inventory updated. Yeah, I don't know if it has any, what has it got? Inventory location, dot player. What else we got? Systems on collection. What? In. Where calls this, just so I can see for reference. Find references. That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. So inventory. So do I need to have a reference to the dictionary? Oh, I haven't got a reference to the dictionary. So maybe don't make you. Could do it here. make this public. Update display slots, and then don't do it in here, and then change the change that, and then we're going to say UI manager. Let's get rid of this for a second. Update display slots. Yeah. Who knows? I wish I did. If this works, I'm going to be so excited. Yeah, it really does suck. You have like problems that you get stuck on for days. I'm not used to this. Right, let's do it. Let's see if it works. I just realised I probably need to make all of those inactive. Yeah, all of them, or maybe just the bottom 3. Let's see. So that's probably what's messing with it. Actually, now I think about it, I'm an idiot. My screen. Oh no, not my screen. Oh yeah, it has frozen. Why is that? Oh no, sorry man. Why has that frozen? Screen capture, restart capture. There we go. Sorry about that, bud. Cool. Should be updating now. Just looking. Sorry, you told me to focus. I was locked in, man. None of the inventory. Yeah, none of the inventory bars are on, so the original one needs to be on. Cool. And then I'll cycle through. Yay, screen. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I need to tape my phone like here, so I don't keep looking down. Okay. This may or may not work. Shut up. Maybe don't do this. Just for a second. Literally, it's like word vomit. Even if I wasn't, this is why I thought I might as well do a live. Because I sit here and I just talk to myself. I talk the problems out. Rubber ducking. Yay, new viewers. Hey guys, how's it going? Pleasure to have you. If you make video games, I'm sure this will be funny for you to watch, to see me struggle through some problems. Oh, you literally, you'll see the cogs turning. Okay, right. Why isn't the mouse wheel working now? Okay, I'm picking up items, that's good. And they're coming in, but you're not turning. Let's put you back on. Come on. Figure this out. 25 minutes to do so. Right, before we pick up a single item, so I'm going to fill up my bar. If I can get it working, then I'll add like I'll add like error checks and things to make sure it's working properly. I just want to see it working the way I want it to work before I do that. So we're on inventory bar 1, which is this stuff, and then we want to get to here. So in theory, we should just switch. It doesn't display the information, but that's because they weren't so active. I think that's right. I need another coffee. There's so many views. Oh, you guys. It's just nice to be able to talk to people. Like, genuinely, like, I don't have any coding friends, I don't have any people I can talk to about this stuff, and sort of, is it the index? Oh, is what the index? Oh, like, is the index the problem? And which index? Sorry for all the questions. Okay, full inventory. Oh, they just fucking disappeared. Shit. Okay. It was better to do. So this isn't working. For the second bar, is it the index? So, oh, like the slot number. Let's have a look at that. Actually, you might be right. Let's save that, and then go to this. It's my amateur beatboxing. Okay, so yeah, let's check the slot index, because I entered in manually, but they might change, I guess. So let's go new. So you're set 12 to 23. So when we cycle through, they become active. So you're in the right place. I've got it so it turns them off, and I can actually get back to the right one now. So you're all in. Oh, okay. So that's not right, because if you think about it, I collected that the whole time I was on bar 1, and this is set 12 to 13, so I should have put the items here, not here. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Still putting them. Maybe it's got something to do with the. I feel like I'm just going down a rabbit hole here. Because in Inventory Manager, I've got add item and position. Which literally adds them to the first available position here, unless I've already got an inventory item and then it adds it to that. So instead of adding them to the first available position on the active bar, okay. Yeah, so you want the inventory manager to have access to the UI manager, and the UI manager will tell it which bar is active, and then you'll put the items in the first available slot on that bar. I feel like that's the next step though. I feel like I'm missing something before then, because I'm not even getting to go to the right slot yet. Wait, no, that is that. I'm not getting to show the second bar. So when scroll, pause menu, activate. So we've got no, that's something I added here. No. Currently dragged items. That's fine. I'm not worried about that right now. No, I genuinely I think you're right. I think this is a better solution. It's just like I spent so long thinking about how to do it one way, and now trying to do it this way. And you're right. It is a better way. I just it's gonna take some thinking. I don't think I'm gonna get this done by 2. I am. Sorry, I know it probably looks like my screen's frozen. I'm just thinking. I'm not gonna lie, I think I might end this a little bit early. Take a little breather. I know I was gonna do it till 2, but I feel like I need to just take a minute, and then I'll go back, figure this out. I've got a video dropping tomorrow, Byron. If I think I mainly talk about prefabs and that, a little bit of the tile palettes for the seasons, but I think it's mainly about the prefabs, because I genuinely thought the prefabs were going to be easier to do, and the tile map was would be the harder bit, but I did kind of struggle with the prefabs. But yeah, take a look, and definitely we'll chat on Discord. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day for this one. I need a break, and then I'll get back to it. I can't stare at it anymore. It's just not going in. Anyway, thank you for anyone who's still around, and thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and anyone who drops in later on. But yeah, you'll see me in the video tomorrow, and I will be streaming every Monday, hopefully, unless I get put on an early at work, and then I won't be, and I'll move it to a different day. But I'll keep it all updated on the social medias and everything. But yeah, thanks for dropping in, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.